A warning tonight from the parents of an Austin man who turned 19 in jail last month.
Yeah, they want other teens to remember what they say on social media could change their lives forever.
I'm eating beef stew.
What began in February as a friendly game of League of Legends ended with an Austin teenager in the Coleman County Jail.
Justin Carter, who is now 19, he was playing a game of League of Legends, and there was an argument during this game. The individual followed him to Facebook, the argument continued, and at one point the individual called him crazy and psychotic, and Justin's response was, yeah, I'm really crazy. I am so crazy I'm going to go to the nearest elementary school, shoot up a bunch of kids, and eat their still beating hearts. LOL, just kidding. Some busybody all the way over into Canada came across this post. Who knows how? He tracked down his location all the way over to Texas and found out that he was miles away from a school. Miles away from a school. I'm sure unless you live in the mountains, you who are watching this are miles away from a school as well. But this busybody in Canada was very alarmed and called the authorities. And so, since February, Justin has been in prison for a terrorist threat with a $500,000 bail. And so basically, in light of the Sandy Hook incident, these Texas authorities are not taking any chances with this one. I find this situation frustratingly stupid for many reasons. Mainly because, well, whenever there is a tragedy that's out of the ordinary, such as a middle-class, mostly white neighborhood elementary school being attacked, afterwards, almost anything is seen as a warning sign that otherwise would not be. You remember when Columbine happened? Afterwards, there was all these stupid accusations and incidences, such as kids getting suspended for playing cops and robbers. Good thing they weren't in Texas, otherwise they'd probably be in juvie right now and for treason against the country, for staging a potential terrorist attack against our nation. And so basically, some joke in bad taste is being blown out of proportion, and they picked this kid to make an example out of. What better way to show a sense of apathy than to just pick some random individual as if he's nothing, to put him on a pedestal and say, this is what's going to happen to you. You better be careful what you say.
Justin was the kind of kid that didn't read the newspaper. He didn't watch television. He wasn't aware of current events.
Dressed in black, listened to strange music, and drew disturbing artwork on his notebooks. Luckily, before he could orchestrate a school shooting or obtain a gun, he was shot and killed by Trevor Wilson, a high school football star and last year's junior prom king.
Yeah, man, we'll fuck this kid up. We'll really fuck him up, because he said some bad stuff. And really, he's just one guy anyways, so fuck him. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. And the needs of the many in this case are that the Texas citizens need to know that we're not gonna fuck around when it comes to potential threats against their safety.
Incredibly brave, facing down someone who could have easily become unhinged and violent at some point in the future.
Pulling a stunt like this is not gonna scare someone like the Sandy Hook murderer straight. If anything, it's going to make them even more careful now. And I wouldn't feel more safe in Texas, knowing that they're going to be very adamant at going after every little thing, every little possible little thing that could translate into, oh, my brain's melting. I have to watch out what I say online because the authorities might bust down my door. What if I were to say,
I'm going to go to the nearest orphanage with a samurai sword, and I want to start cutting off their heads left and right while singing the song Bippity Boppity Boo. while wearing a chicken mask, naked, on fire, with a baker's dozen worth of hand grenades shoved right up my ass. Yeah! Let's do this! Come on! Woo! Woo!
LOL, just kidding! Don't send the sensitivity police after me, please, oh no! But in all seriousness, it is just fucking disgusting. This kid is facing up to 8 years in prison for a comment he made online. What the fuck does that say about the country you live in? America! Guilty until proven innocent. And so, what I'm looking forward to is first signing the petition and getting him released and having him turn around and sue the shit out of Texas. I would like to see someone called the bitch or bastard in Canada that turned him in the first place. I mean, really, to the person who turned him in, are you really proud of yourself? Is this the result that you wanted? I highly doubt that this person thought that this was going to happen. But then again, she did turn him in probably with the hope that it would. That, oh geez, he said some evil comment, and that means he's actually going to do it. But I have one question for that person and anyone else watching this. And really, if your child was online and they made a comment such as, I'm going to go to the nearest elementary school, shoot a bunch of kids, and eat their still beating heart because I'm really crazy, LOL, just kidding. Would you put them in therapy, let alone call up the authorities and have them incarcerated and put in prison? It's fucking sickening. This kid is facing up to 8 years in prison because of a comment online. I can't get over that fact. He's facing 8 years in prison over a comment online. Ha, I'd be serving 10 life sentences right now for all the fucked up shit I said to people online when I was going to high school. And if I'd had a dime for every time I linked a fucked up site or a fucked up picture to some stranger online in a chat room when I was going through high school in my early college years, I'd be a fucking millionaire. I just can't wait for him to get out and sue the fuck out of Texas and the state. But, you know, right now, first things first, click the link below, get the petition signed, get him freed. This is not something I think you want your country to represent. That we live in a nation where you have to be careful of what you say because there's sensitivity police scouring the web, looking for every little thing that you say. This should not be. This should not be. I'm Crafty Andy. Till next time.